Hey everybody, Jared with Second Life Design. If you've been on Instagram at all, following woodworking, you've seen these clips of people applying Rubio Monocoat to their tabletops or furniture. I saw the exact same things and I was kind of mesmerized by it. I thought it was a really efficient product. I thought it'd be really smart to do. The one-step finish process was really appealing to me. When I started looking into it more, I couldn't find a lot of good information. I kind of took the plunge and used it for some furniture for myself, and I want to share some of my experiences with you today. So this is me applying the finish to a single slab dining table. There is the oil itself. It comes in a 1 liter can. The smaller can here is the accelerator. You mix these at a ratio of 3 to 1. If you run out of the accelerator, you don't add it in, it will still work. The regular oil will cure. It takes a lot longer. When you mix it at 3 to 1 ratio, it takes 2 to 3 days to fully cure. If you use just the oil itself, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. So there is a difference there, but you're not totally in trouble if you run out of the accelerator. You see I use a syringe here. Everyone knows how expensive this stuff is, so I was very fearful of spilling. I didn't want to pour this over the lip and then it gets stuck, make a big mess. So I used a syringe. It allows me to accurately measure how much I'm using, and I can get a little bit more out of it that way. The first thing that is kind of throws people off is the cost. This stuff, that 1.3 liter can, that kit can range anywhere between $160 and $180. That's a lot of money for a one-step finish. What I will say is the stuff goes a long way. You use very little of this when using it for furniture. To do this entire table, I used between 70 and 75 cc's. That's of the oil and the accelerator together. So you're not using a whole lot. I'm putting this on today with my Rotex. I'm going to be with my Festool Rotex, the RO150. I'm using the white Scotch-Brite pad. I'm going to kind of buff this oil in, and that's going to be my process for it. A lot of people just put it on by hand. I use the buffing motion. I feel like it kind of pushes the oil into the wood pores a little bit better. I don't have any swirl marks or anything. So that's my process. That's what they recommend for using it with flooring. I figured the same thing would work for furniture. Back to the cost part of it. It is a lot of initial investment. It seems people get kind of sticker shock with it. But if you add up the cost of stain with finish, with the time, it can be pretty comparable. And if you think about how far it will go, it is actually pretty cheap. By the cc, by the square foot of how much it's covering, it is a pretty cheap finish. I'm just kind of buffing this into the wood. What I didn't realize at the very beginning, did a little more research into it. This stuff will only stick to exposed wood fibers. It doesn't soak in. It doesn't sit on top of the wood like a poly does. This only goes so far into exposed wood fibers, and that's it. So you don't get any overlap marks. It will not stick to itself. So it seems kind of too good to be true, but it really is just true. It really is just a one-step finish of color and top coat. So you can see I'm doing everything. I went from bare wood to a finished table, and I'm going to be done with this overall in about 10 minutes. So it really is kind of a great product. If you're into efficiency, if you're into time savings, it is a good option. It does have a low sheen. There is no shine to it. If you want a high gloss finish, this is not for you. This is a European style, very matte, low sheen, natural appearance. That is the look. That is their thing. There are a couple additives you can add or some washes you can do after. You can get a little bit of shine, but this is going to be a very matte finish. That is all. I am going over it with a paper towel just to kind of wipe off any excess, should there be any. This dining table is for myself, so I'm being a little bit more extra cautious than normal. I'm sure any woodworker can attest to this. We're our own worst critics, so I got to sit at this table and eat dinner every day. I want to make sure it's going to be absolutely perfect. I'm covering every square inch of this, making sure it's doubly covered. So I'm just going over it again, just kind of looking at everything, looking at all the live edges. Anything live edge is always going to have a lot of unique curves, pockets to it. I want to make sure it's all covered. So getting a second pad set up, just getting started here, going to cover the ends and go over the sides a little bit more. So that's my experience with the oil. I would recommend to people to get the smaller containers. There are containers kits that are like 1/3 of a liter. Those may be a little bit more cost effective for furniture makers. So you can get that way you can get different colors along with it. When you buy the 1.3 liter, you're stuck to whatever color you're getting. If you're using the pure, that's one thing. If you want to get different color combinations, you may want to go with the smaller containers because it does go so far. Rubio does offer 40 different colors, 50 different colors, so there's a lot of different options with it. I would really reach out to them, get as much input as you can. The company's very upfront in telling you that they designed this for flooring. Their focus is not furniture. It'll work for it. It's designed for flooring. So, and that's kind of what sold me on the durability of it. I mean, they designed this stuff for commercial flooring, where it's going to be heavy use in industrial areas. That's their target audience. So for a dining table that you're going to set plates and cups on, it's going to be more than strong enough. That was kind of what sold it to me. The efficiency of this, you're seeing it right here. I am 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, start to finish, from a bare wood table to a completely finished product with stain, top coat, everything, all the way done, less than 10 minutes. That is pretty hard to beat as far as efficiency goes for me. That's something I value. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm just kind of finishing up here, just giving it a final wipe down. I really like this product. I would really recommend it. Any questions, let me know. Anything I can do to help, let me know. Please follow me on Instagram at Second Life Design. Really appreciate all the support. Please leave any comments, rate, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get new YouTube videos out all the time. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will accommodate as much as possible. All right, thanks everybody.